All right, guys, here's a rundown on the safety systems that you can get in a brand new BMW that has the iDrive 8 system. There's even more customability than there ever was on a BMW, and I'm gonna show you guys how you do that. So from the main menu here, you're gonna wanna click on these 4 squares up here. That's gonna go into the submenus. Now, once you are into the submenus, you are looking for the one that's driving settings. Now, some of these might be in different areas because you can click and drag and move them over, but just filter down to vehicle apps and then go into driving settings. Once you're in driving settings, we want driver assistance. So you're gonna click into this menu, and safety and warnings is the main menu where you can go through and you can customize. So let's take a look at everything that BMW offers. There's forward collision mitigation with warning with braking intervention when risk of frontal collision is detected. There's lane departure warning in dangerous situations, warning when unintentionally leaving the lane above 60 kilometers per hour. There's steering intervention, active blind spot detection, steering intervention on that, warning when turning, side collision warning, exit warning tone, emergency stop, fatigue alert, speed warning, and warning for speed limits. So let's go back up to the top and we'll dive in and show you guys how much customability that you guys have with this. So starting with frontal collision mitigation, right now it's turned on early. You can turn this on medium, late, or you can even turn it off if you don't want any warning for the front pre-collision. I'm gonna leave it on early here. The next one is lane departure warning in dangerous situations. So you can either have it in dangerous situations or you can have it expanded. So early lane departure warning above 60 kilometers per hour versus warning when unintentionally leaving lane above 60 kilometers per hour. I'm just gonna leave it expanded. So anytime you're leaving the lane there. Now this vehicle also has steering intervention. So if you're fading out of your lane, it's gonna actually move the steering wheel by itself to bring you back into the lane. If you don't like that function, you just click here and it deactivates that. The next one is active blind spot detection. So you can either have this expanded, reduced, or off. You can have your blind spot actually all the way off. You can also have steering intervention and a warning when turning. The next one is side collision warning. So if it determines that you're gonna have a side collision above 30 kilometers per hour, either you're fading into somebody or somebody's fading into you, it's going to warn you for that. You can either turn that system on or off. There's also exit warning. It's a warning and notification when exiting the vehicle when traffic is approaching. So you can either have that on expanded, you can have that on reduced, or you can have it completely off, and you can have that on a warning tone or not. The emergency stop. An emergency stop is triggered when the ability to drive is restricted. There's a fatigue alert that you can have that lets you know when you are getting tired and when you should take a break. You can either have that on standard, sensitive, or completely off. And right in the gauge cluster here, you can see the lights, the infrared lights the camera are picking up for the fatigue sensor in there. There's a speed warning that can be done. So if you go, say, above 150 kilometers per hour, it's going to chime in and let you know that you are above the current speed limit or your set warning. You can also have it adopt to the current speed that you're at. You can also have a warning with speed limit. So it's gonna automatically detect the speed limit zone that you're in, and you can have some warnings for that and at certain points above that limit. You can have an acoustic warning, a visual pop-up, sounds when limits change, when the speed warning changes. So there's lots of adjustability that you can do with your safety systems. There's also parking system that you can do as well. Sounds, front and rear warning, brake intervention at the rear, automatic PDC volume, drive off monitoring, GPS based, park guidelines, obstacle markings, lots of parking assistance for you as well. Then there's driving, there's the speed limit assistance that we were in, there's distance control. So when you have the advanced driver's assistance package and active stop and go cruise control, you can set how far the distance will be when you're following somebody from behind. There's route and intersection assistance, automatically adjust speed to the route, slow down in corners, lane guiding with navigation, steering wheel impulse, all of this can be added on. Then there's assisted driving. If you want to activate the highway assistant or assisted driving plus, you have to make sure that this is engaged. In certain situations, it will let you take your hands off at 130 kilometers per hour. There's an automatic lane change. So when you're on this system and you tap the turn signal, it will automatically lane change for you. And the last one is the steering wheel via the steering wheel feedback, so vibration intensity, light elements, and the steering wheel impulse. And that is everything that BMW offers for the safety system driver assistance. I hope you guys found this video very useful. If you did, please smash the like button, help me out with YouTube's algorithm. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want to stay up to date with how-to guides on BMW systems. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.